Thanks for staying with us, ladies. We forgot to thank Fresh Freshola Organics. They sent us gifts, all the ladies of YourView. We're so grateful to them. Thank you very much.
Thank
Fresh
you.
Freshola for all the Mama's Flavor Fiesta. We appreciate the gifts you sent to the ladies of YourView. So this morning, our hot topic is very, very painful to have because it's about children. When it comes to parenting, we're all mothers on this table, and we get really concerned when kids are abused in different ways. So this story by the Edo State Police Command, where they arrested a father who was alleged to have used his 4-year-old daughter for adult content. It followed an alert from Nigerians on social media that drew the attention of relevant authorities to the obscene photos of the minor posted on Instagram. Now, some of the photos include minor in suggestive poses, wearing a thong, and others. And it was quite appalling. It was a very, very unreal thing to see. But photos were taken at hotels in the company of our father, who is a grown man. We don't know if the man is probably even abused this girl in the past. We don't know these stories. But what are your thoughts on this? Because it comes back to the issue of parenting. The issue was how far is too far? Because I know this story, I think somebody took it during the paper review where the man was saying that her role model is somebody from an Asian country where she's just, modeling what that one is doing. But what are your thoughts on this, and especially the response of authorities? You can call us on 081-0764-1679, 090-241-63440. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweets. If I start with Nima and TVC, I would not say, let me come to you, Tokwe, because you can first of all douse the situation before they bring them in.
Before we start fighting.
There are multiple issues here. Yeah. There is, of course, the front-facing one is parenting challenges. The fact that parents are willing to do anything to commercialize their children to make money. Because this is not about the child's welfare. This is about the man making money from the child. I feel that the society needs to step up to protect children from poor parents, because poor parents would repeat the same vicious circle. If you don't have good parenting, if you had no good model, you're most likely going to repeat that same thing. And social media, we need to tighten and protect people, especially from social media. A lot of indecent exposure is taking place. Small children are being used as content creators. Children, minors, people who on their own. And we've seen how it happens in the developed world. We've seen a lot of those that we call celebrities now who were heavily traumatized. Some later committed suicide at the end of their life because they just felt like they never had a normal life. And while looking at them, we're not looking at the entire picture of what it takes. I would love to see this man seriously, like, it's not a case of just take him to court and let him pay some fines. No, there should be proper treatment for that girl. That girl at 4 should not be able to make those poses. Those poses are not normal poses.
They're too advanced.
Those poses, even me, I would be shy to do those poses.
Struggle to make those poses.
Yes, that child needs psychological help, and that child should be offered psychological help. The parents said need psychological therapy.
Let me come to you.
That's not an adult. That's not an adult.
What are your thoughts on this video?
So when I saw the video, I just knew that the man is not psychologically fit to be a parent. He's not fit to near any child. And I was asking myself, what got him to a point where he exposed this girl to an Asian sex actress? What was the conversation?
Thank you.
How did they get there? Because, at that age, you don't even put anything that is suggestive to a child. But how do you get, now she knows the child, she knows that the child is her role model. How do you have that kind of role model for a 4-year-old? So there are lots of things that we're not seeing in this. I want to strongly believe that investigations should be carried out. That girl would likely have been abused back to back to back to back to back. Her innocence has already been taken away from her, from what we're already seeing in the pictures. And now the excuse of he was trying to blow, comedy is not working, and then he has decided to use the child. People should support the child. She's a model. Is that how to be a model for that age? Where is the mother of this child? Where are the family members? Are they living in isolation? Is there anybody around them who sees this sort of thing and then takes away their face, because we need to start calling out ourselves. When you see a child dress in a certain way for a particular age that's not appropriate, you that you're around, what do you say to that child? What do you say to the father or the mother of that child? Why is this child dressing this way? Why is this child not dressing like a child? Children are supposed to be protected, their innocence protected, and the first point of security and protection is usually the parents. Unfortunately, some children are not blessed with parents who can protect them. Now, that is where the family members come into play. That is where the society come into play. And that is where also the police. Now, the police has said that they are going to give him a form of counseling. It's not just counseling. He needs to be flogged, first of all. While they are counseling, they are adding flogging. They're adding therapy to it. I will not say prosecute him, because if you really sit him and talk to him, you will find out that something is wrong with him, mentally.
Let me come to you, Nima. Your initial thoughts on this?
Okay, I don't think he has any mental health issues. I think he's a very deliberate, intentional, bad person. He's a wicked, bad person, and probably this child is already groomed. More exposed and even further abused than we think. So we only saw pictures. But for a child to find it comfortable, because I know children, okay, well, my kids, they don't find it comfortable when I try to take off their clothes in public. Talk less of ask them to pose in their clothes. So the innocence of a child comes with the way God has wired them. But is someone, an adult who says, okay, see this picture, do like this, do like that. And so an adult who should be in protective capacity, doing that, because he says kids not work, is wicked of that parent. Now, my husband used to say every time, we say, we never see our generation of parenting, we are even not getting it as perfect as we would like. We never see Gen Z parents. And this, when I saw it, that statement came to my head immediately, where anything goes. The sad part is the police should have first of all taken that child
away.
Because the person who should protect the child is the abuser. There's no warning. He knows what he's doing. He's very clear as to what he's doing. You want to tell me that in the whole family, there's no one here or there, one grandmother
that would have seen him.
said, wait till be this. Go don't want them because they are from Auchi. That would have said this thing, could they to wear clothes for the pikin? Somebody would have said, told the person, that's what the world is doing now. You have social media handle. But you know,
let me come in there for a second, because for me, I'm not one to always throw government first. But in this situation, I really do think it's a failure of government system or systems, because there has to be a system in place that everybody knows that a child is protected. Before I even have this child can be taken away from me if I don't take this child. So that the fear of am I ready to have this child? Now, when you now have this child, there are lots of things around, either in school, the neighborhood, where you can say, this child can be reported, I can be reported. Either somebody in the community, as you said, maybe we don't have any, somebody. But there are structures in place where a parent knows that somebody will find out this thing and they will be arrested.
The government structure is very important, but we can't afford. Even the government has bigger problems than to create the structure for this. That's the truth. At this time, this is not. They can't afford it. They have many other things that they are like life and death holding them. But so what we can do is our communal support, the communal structure. So this person was posting it online and was tagging people so they don't take down his page. This person obviously does not understand clarity of what is right and what is wrong.
He doesn't.
I am sure the man probably is addicted to watching pornography and all those kind of things and has exposed the child to it. So some people are not fit to be parents and they shouldn't be. That's the thing. If you cannot be responsible or if you cannot handle the responsibility of nurturing another human being, you shouldn't become a parent. That is why you would now decide to plan your financial plan is on your daughter blowing as a 4-year-old. That's the financial plan. He did not blow, so he is now exposing his daughter on social media as his own financial plan that if this girl
blows, the rationale,
Nima, that
it's my child. It's my child. It's my property.
No, it's not your child.
So the thing is that it's my child. My own child. I can do my child whatever I choose to do.
No, you can't use. Until that child is 18, well, thank God we have the Child's Rights Act across all the states. I don't know, I think, yes, most of the states. You cannot use you cannot use a person without their consent, even if it is your child. Those statements, I go beat to kill you and me born you. All those statements, they are abolished. They are not. They can't work.
Where is the mother of this child, though?
Exactly.
Now,
there are ways that the states can, attend to this issue, even without a system of social workers and a proper social system. They can take this child from him and look for another competent relative closest to him who will come and sign an undertaking for a proper protective home for this child to be raised. This danger is we see pictures. I followed the story to Twitter because on Twitter you will get more details. And the child was already being groomed with his friends where he takes drugs.
Oh, yeah.
She was, taken in a picture where they were already smoking. You don't know whether he's already pawning this child
Jesus.
out to people. So this matter is not a soft matter. It's the way the police reacted to it. Because Olumiwa the people
Abuja.
from Abuja said that the state commissioner of police on top of it, they will
cancel him.
This is not a counseling issue. That child should be taken away from him. He is a danger to the child. Yeah. All the places that child attended, pictures are online. They have the child in a club. He took that child almost nakedly clad to a club.
So,
in bikini. That child should not be with him. If he doesn't have a mother, there's no proper adult within his family, then the child should,
Let me take this
should be
call.
taken to a home.
Charles calling from Anambra. Thanks for calling, Charles. Oh, I'm sorry I lost that call. I mean,
go ahead. The child also looks malnourished. That belle no be like say food.
No,
better. No. You know, be like say better food enter the belly. So only God knows how long this child has been working to even bring food to the table. He may have been, at a very early age, giving her to, their friends after they have taken all those their nonsense and then pass around and they are able to drop something for him to survive on. That's why I also say I understand the part of being intentional, but he's sick. Because if you're intentional about grooming your child for their talent, you will find something the child can do and you start showing it on social media. There's nobody stopping you.
Dancing.
Even if he's dancing, this child can dance, or the child can sing, or the child can do artwork or craft or whatever. You groom that healthy aspect of the child and then you post and then you start having likes. Gradually people will start knowing the child for their talent. So something is definitely wrong with him. He should be
okay, guys, just because I want to throw in a
hospital.
Just because I need to throw a spanner into this conversation. Porn stars were once children, right?
Did they start as children?
They probably started as a kid.
No.
Wait, I'm just telling you that
the
mentality and psychology of these people is so that what he's thinking in his head is that this is your role model.
His daughter to be
for you
star.
To be this chin chuan chin, this chon chuan chan that is a role model. You need to start learning it now. For you to be successful because there's a market for it.
Yes, how did she see the chin chuan chong? So be the role model. Who exposed her to the
exactly.
We are a product of our environment.
Let me pause you for a second. I'm sorry, it's okay. I want to take this call from Elizabeth and I'll come to you. Elizabeth, you're live.
Paining my chest.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, madam.
What I see is that, this question, first time, I try to call sometimes, but it doesn't go through. What I see is policy social media as the means of making money. And that's what this is. He's using what he has as his gift to get money. And then what I feel is that maybe social media too needs regulated. It needs to be regulated. As we are talking, no, there are some parts that may even contacting him. And all those areas, they don't know they are institution. I'm sorry. He may want to exploit this child. He may even make the child go into child institution.
I can't hear her.
One line is that.
Thank you very much. Elizabeth, let me...
It was a generalization that I feel we should put out. The Edo State government, NAPTIP, all of them have made a strong stand against generalizing that women in this area are known for prostitution.
Is that what she said?
Was just insinuating
I
maybe
didn't get that part.
That was what I had to, maybe he wanted to groom her so that they can take her abroad and she then bring...
That's a mindset.
It's a mindset, but there's a lot of work going on to change it. So I'm expecting the First Lady of Edo State to stop, to speak up. This is election period. This would be a good thing to use to do your campaign. But beyond that, let us provide a safe space for children. That's in every local government. There must be places where you can go to if you see a child being abused. It's not all family members. Family members are struggling to feed their own family. Might not be able to say, bring your child and stay in my house, or I will take this child from you. So we must create that structure where you can report situations when they go wrong. Empowerment does not have to be giving women some tools to work. We can empower by providing safe space for children and women as well. This girl needs a lot of therapy. This girl needs a lot of help. This girl needs, she needs to be hypnotized, and they should wipe out everything that has been put into her head.
Put a birthday bash flyer and put her there.
Yes, and hypnotize her, because they can't imagine what this child has seen and what she has gone through. Besides, on social media, this tagging, she was tagging known people, which means that we have a responsibility. They can report that page. And the social media applications, they won't do this in other countries where it is not accepted. So we must create a system where the application knows you cannot, this thing is not, it will be flagged down.
Let me go on a short break. When we come back, we'll wrap up on this. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.